I'm not gonna be able to talk that much sometimes because this kind of games really gets you thinking about stuff, and you just start questioning everything about gaming and really about
Let's talk about video game
a lot of
development
stuff
for a
really
second.
about.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game
I
development.
think we all know what a gaming engine is, but okay.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly.
I'm gonna check the other door.
One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
This room is very weird.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds
jump.
of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Oh, I missed it, okay. Oh, okay. So maybe I was supposed to miss it, I don't know. But yeah, we can see that they kind of follow us kind of a pattern. I think really what makes them beautiful is the ideas they convey. But maybe it also tells us how it's shown also tells us something. Okay, what's that sound? Please no jump scares. This is supposed to be a. Oh, okay, so okay. So we're going in prison. Oh fuck. So we're getting imprisoned, I think. Maybe we can. Yeah.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, I think we should. Whoa.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible?
Yes, it makes sense.
So we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Kind of a good point, actually. Like, what's the point of making a game you can... If it has actually no actual value. I think I'm like getting to like this guy Coda. Seems really like someone that knows what he's doing. I like that we can play like a lot of.
It's the puzzle again.
Okay.
With the exact same solution as the last time.
But now it's gonna be.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
I think maybe it's something about not turning back, not being able to like, you know, mend the past or something like that. What you've done, you've already done, something like that. Maybe I'm just talking shit, but maybe it's something like that. Maybe I don't know. Okay, this is weird. Let's see. You there? Did
Here,
you
Coda
come
begins using a kind of
from up
dialogue
above?
system
What's it?
that he fashioned out of the engine's chat
Yes, it was
capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard
Okay,
to respond.
I'm gonna read it now. Did you come from up above? What was up there? Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. Okay, so I think it's supposed to tell what we remember most. I think the one that most impacted me were the colored blocks, so I'm gonna go with that one. That's a world. Okay. Did it actually change anything? Now this is important. Do you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I prefer not to tell you. After all, we've only just met. Okay, I'm gonna go just with the first one. It's pretty linear, but I don't know. Maybe I can come back to this game if you guys like and answer something differently and see if it changed anything. Again, perfect. Now please, tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. So I think they're trying to get out of here. Maybe they're... I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna start getting a little bit philosophical in here. I'm just gonna answer it. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. Okay, no, they don't let me tell them the solution. I don't remember how I solved it. Okay, that's... I'm not gonna lie to them. I didn't solve it, someone else let me in. Okay, that's also not true, so I'm gonna go with 3. Because maybe the prison, maybe they don't want to go. Oh no, but I do. We do. We need to get there. Do you understand? It is the most important thing in the world. You have to escape this prison. There must... Okay, so they're in prison too? What the fuck? That was weird. Okay, now it's open. I really didn't get what that was all about. Maybe... Oh, now we have to answer to them again? I think they seem angrier. Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle? Yes, do you want to know how to solve it? No, we actually find a black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Okay, that's... Why would I care about the space between the doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through it. I recall a space between the... I'm going with number 1. That's the same thing I thought the first time, even when I was going through the black doors and we went this. There's a reason, but it may take time. Oh fuck, I missed that. Okay. You guys can read it. You can pause the video and read it afterwards. Sorry, my dog is kind of acting a little bit needy. So yeah, sorry if I stopped playing a little bit.
Last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay, so this is the last floor. Okay, cool. This reminds me of the...
It's a lamppost.
This is a title menu.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea
maybe
behind
a little
them.
bit.
And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer.
Yeah, I hope so, because the lamppost really doesn't tell me the same thing it tells you, I think. Okay. See you at the next game. What up, Squee? As you walk around, you can leave notes. Oh, cool. All notes you see are left by other players. Oh, this one's gonna be real cool. Let's see if we... Okay. Nice room, not.
So first off, I'm sure
How
you
you beat
can
this
deduce
game?
this, but this game is not connected
No
to the
points
internet.
to
All of the notes that
Lampost.
you're gonna see have been written by Coda.
Okay.
This was actually the first game of his that I ever played.
Oh.
This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level.
Whoa, holy
And
shit.
it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Hello.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy trying to get his attention. I was over
So
enthusiastic.
this
But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off
this
eventually.
place make me sad.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and
Oh, yeah.
feelings and beliefs,
Kind of
and
get Coda.
has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Yeah. I've also got like these ideas I don't get to do.
But it's
Everything.
ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and
I kind of
seeing
get
how
this
alone
game.
Coda often felt, that we get to
I
know
get
him
it.
better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing.
This game is getting
I
really,
could just get to know you through your work.
really inside my head.
I think this is why I always liked Coda's games
Really a
so
secret.
much.
Once upon a
Is
time I
because
did.
it felt like they let me have that connection.
I'm.
I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
It's supposed to nothing. I'm gonna walk really fast, but I get this kind of like what he's trying to say about Coda. Sometimes you get like these narrative ideas and you don't get to like show them. Maybe it's this game kind of makes sense to me in a way, in a real but what the fuck? I need to go. What? I need to go to the freaking bathroom. I'm gonna skip some of this now. I was reading all of them because it's actually really interesting, but there are a lot of them. I'm gonna lose a lot of time. The only thing I don't like that much, but maybe it's on purpose, is that I can't run. I can't actually run. Maybe we can go over there. Oh, this game is very overwhelming. Like, I don't know how much stuff I can do, how many choices I can actually make. Mixed with the stuff that's all kind of sinking in. And the questions this game is already racing in my head. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure out like what's going to come next, what they're going to try and like have an expectation of what the game is actually going to be about. Oh, so it's becoming more of a what? Okay, I'm gonna pay attention to this now. Okay, no. I thought there would be becoming more of a
At the end of this
conversation,
level,
but it
we're
seems
going
no.
to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think
cool.
the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on
gonna jump.
Coda's mind at
No,
the
I can
time
jump.
that he was making it.
Okay, I'm gonna keep on
And
walking.
the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving
Can you
on
hear
to
the
next one.
kind of the voices?
In each of his games, after
creepy, but it's
exploring
also,
a theme
like,
that he might find difficult,
makes sense.
Coda can
So,
then place this
maybe-
puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution. He understands exactly how it works,
The
and so it
voices are
gives him a
freaking me
simple
out.
mechanism.
Freaking me very much out. Okay, come on, please.
And because there's
Hurry
the
up,
start
hurry up, hurry
area
up, hurry up,
between
hurry
the
up.
doors, a space between spaces. Before you move on, you get to pause, just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here, to step back and connect the pieces together, to grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Oh, I think that this one was actually kind of cool. We were supposed to be able to leave notes, but we were not. Okay, this is creepy. This is really weird. Oh, the lamppost. So what's going on now? You there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, speak, speak. What the fuck? Okay, guys, I'm ending this. I think I'm ending this here.